Hello. Well, I'm sitting at home and I'm thinking to myself, I gotta write a million emails. I gotta write. Oh, look, I'm representing Lincoln James. I'm sitting at home and I'm thinking, I gotta write updates. I gotta write emails. We have sales coming up. First sales Tuesday. So I remember Oprah at a book club. Well, I'm gonna have a book club this fall. These are our books. They're sales catalogs. And what I'm gonna try and do is maybe 4 or 5 days before the sales, run through the book with you quick and tell you what I like. Now, a little disclaimer off the start. We went through the Harrisburg book last year. A lot of you were my clients, and from time to time you're going to see me pick this beer up and have a drink, and I don't ever drink, but it's this or pineapple juice. Who the hell drinks pineapple juice? I'm not drinking pineapple juice. So, don't worry, my keys aren't in my car. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm sitting in my driveway. So, last year, you'll remember in Harrisburg, I went through 1 billion horses with everybody. You know who wasn't on the list right up until 40 minutes before he sold? White Tiger. White Tiger wasn't on the list. Because I had this discussion with somebody today, and they said, oh, you gotta, you know, you have people that use the pedigree programs. There's lots of you out there. I know exactly who you are. They use the pedigree programs. They look at algorithms. They look at breeding. They look at everything. They look at all this stuff. But really, if you walk up to the stall on sale day and that horse looks like a runt, you're not going to buy it. So wouldn't you think the most important thing, the first thing to do would be to look at the horse? I don't know. I talked to somebody. We must be having a great year because people are now coming up to me and saying, hey, what you looking at in the sales this fall? Like anybody ever cared what I looked at in the sales before. So here's the thing. You know how we operate here at the stable. Here's the Ohio sale book for Tuesday. I'll go through the whole sale, well, the yearlings anyway, go through the yearlings. I'll make notes on the ones that are interesting on paper. Then I'll go online and see if I can find the videos for them. Now, in the Ohio sale, there's less videos because there's a lot of Amish people in there, and we don't have to go down that road. Needless to say, there's not a lot of videos. There's some, but there's not much. Harrisburg, there's videos for every horse. Lexington also. So we're going to have, you guys are in store for something really cool this fall. We are going to have whole productions for Harrisburg, Lexington, and the Ohio Select sale. We are going to put on something cool for you. And a lot of this stuff this fall is going to be run through our app. TheStable.ca app. In your iTunes store for you Apple users, Android users, it'll be in your Play Store, I believe. You can find the TheStable.ca app. We're going to push a ton of information through there. We're going to have videos in the fall at the sales in real time, purchasing for the horses. Some real cool stuff. Both Curtis, Justin, Kelly, and myself are looking at doing mostly them three because I don't know how to do that stuff. But we're going to be out there doing it for you. So these are our books you may read if you would like. They are the Mix Sale, commonly referred to as the Scratch and Dent Sale, but not true at all. Goshen Sale, and the Ohio Select. All three of these are coming up in the next, well, Tuesday is the Mix Sale. And then on September 9th, which is a Sunday, is Goshen. And then right after that, Friday, the 14th, is Ohio Select. Now, the Ohio Select sale is a select sale. That's why a lot of yearlings are in here. So the bureaucracy of the racing world and anywhere else is who you know. So if you have a select sale, you're going to find the same farms in these select sale catalogs, I would suspect, if I was to guess. You'll find the same farms. So Little Joe, the Amish guy, he's not getting into select sale. So he goes here, or he goes to the Buckeye. I have a doozy of a yearling coming up in the Buckeye. We'll talk about that in the coming weeks. I saw this horse last night. Wow, what a knockout. Again, it's a video. And everybody says, oh, you got to see the videos. You guys, yeah, I'd like to see the videos to make sure the horses are sound, they move correct, and that's about it. Because I'm going to tell you what, the videos, that's like saying, okay, I want you to take my son playing basketball for 2 hours and show me his 2 best shots. Why the hell would I want to see that? And that's the thing about these horses. You have these videos that they take all morning to shoot, and then they show you the best 2 minutes of the horse. How's that fair? I want to see the worst 2 minutes. Where's the B-roll for that? So that's what we're looking at. Now, again, you know how we also operate. We had a good year. We have a lot of people that want to put up some money and buy a horse with us. I think we earned it. You know, I think the people that worked at TheStable.ca put in a lot of hard work, and I believe it showed on the track. You know, for those of you looking up at the scoreboard, Swandre the Giant, White Tiger, Oso Pine, See You in Tuscany, Sunshine's Finest, West 52nd. Yes. Who else we got? Timo Houdini, Timo Tulo. I'm sure I'm missing some. Stonebridge Simba. Pretty nice horse. Lawmaker Cruising in Style, blah, blah, blah. So, I don't mean it like that. I mean, obviously, they're huge, huge horses for us. What I mean to say is we had an opportunity to show people we were good at what we do, and we did it. And I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of the people that work for TheStable.ca and with TheStable.ca. Very proud of everything we've accomplished. And we have a lot of interest in what we're doing. We have a lot of people interested in doing business with us, and a lot of people that want to jump in and send us horses. I'm not going to get into it. Don't email me. We have almost 15 yearlings already. We have 5, maybe, in the barn. Another 3, 4, 5, 6 on the way. And a potential to purchase in a business arrangement 4 other ones. So we have potentially 13, 14, 15 horses already slated to come under the umbrella of TheStable.ca. Today, we're going to talk about, I'm going to put the 2 away, we're going to talk about the mixed sale. Now, some people don't like this sale. I do. And I just told you why. Because if you look at the horses we're looking at buying, these aren't brand name farms. These are just people that either didn't get selected or don't want to pay the money to go to the select sale and would rather just sell their horses. So, don't kid yourself. There's no walkthroughs here. They're not going to give horses away at the first sale. I can guarantee you that. But I'm going to run through 13 yearlings I'm looking at. You know, we had a strong philosophy last year. Look for value. This year we're going to do the same thing. You're going to see us buying horses out of first foals. So mares that this is their first foal, first time sires. If you look at a strong pedigree on the back end of the horses, then when you look at the horse, if the horse looks like a really good individual, stands correct, that's a horse that we'll be looking at. And for me, for people that say, yeah, I have to see something in the first dam. Okay, Swandre the Giant was 0 for 2. He was the 3rd foal, first 2 didn't race. No good, neither of them. White Tiger, horrible first dam. 2 best horses that we have, and 2 of the best horses in North America, I'd say right now, given what they're doing and how they're doing it. So, people can say all they want, they have a theory, they have an algorithm. Buying babies is much like the people that have an idea of how to play blackjack or roulette or any games at the casino. Problem is, it's gambling. A lot of the times, it's luck. So, what we do is do the best we can. We pick out these horses. We put all the work into them we can. We do the best job we can with them, and we cut them loose come the middle of June, hopefully, and see what they can do. And hopefully they do well. We had a lot of luck this year. And I say it all the time. You know, I'll never forget that the best thing I've ever heard was the definition of luck. You know, when preparation meets opportunity. We prepare them, and if the opportunity arises, hopefully the horses do well, and they have. So, we're going to run through 13 horses here with you. I'm not giving you the prices. If you're interested in these horses, and these are all value purchases. These are all horses that I think, you know, for the most part, will fly under the radar. So, if you're interested in these horses, reach out to me. If we have enough money in play, we'll buy the horses. What I would like to see is our clients come forward and buy these horses. At least some of the ones that I think I have my top 5 picks. I'll run through them after with you. But I have 13 horses I'm interested in this sale. 13 horses I'm going to drive. So here's how my weekend's going to look. Today's Friday. Tomorrow I'm racing at Georgian, and then I come back to race Maintenance Man in the Nassau in race 10. Sunday morning I get up at 5 a.m. I go to the airport in Toronto, and I'm flying to Lexington. You say, why 5 a.m.? Because I have a connecting flight through Charlotte. That isn't going to cost a lot of money. So I am going to fly to Charlotte, and then I'm going to have a 6-hour layover. No, I'm not going to see the Hornets play. I am going to sit in the terminal, take a close look at even more upcoming sales. Jot down some notes. We're constantly moving here. I don't have much free time, you know. When I sleep, that's my free time. So when we're not racing, training, getting horses under control, moving horses out into the field, bringing horses back in, talking to clients, answering emails, being a father and husband, I'm looking at sale books in the fall. So, and I'm the type of person, people don't believe me when I tell this. I like layovers. It's quiet. And because you're in an airport and everybody's a stranger, nobody bothers you. So you can sit down, have a bite to eat, go over stuff, have a beer. Nobody bugs you. You know, so for me, I like layovers. It's like the library for me. Although I don't go to the library that much, I'm just saying. Anyway, so we're going to go over these 13 horses. Now, same as last year, I think the only fair way to do this is we're going to make lists for every horse. And if you're on that list, if you email me and say, hey, Anthony, what do you think number so-and-so will go for, and I give you a price, you say, I think you're right, I think that's an interesting horse at that price, you can put me down for 5%, 10%, 5,000, 2,000, 9,000, whatever. I think that's the fairest way to do it, because last year a couple of times what happened was we actually got the horse for a lot less than what I thought we would, and then people were all emailing me saying, hey, I want in, I want in, I want in. The only fair thing to do is allow those people that were in at the price we quoted to be in if we get the horse for less. And I think that's the only fair way to do it. So if you're out there and you're saying, I don't want to buy in the first sale, okay, don't. That's fine. But if you're out there saying, yeah, I believe there's value out there, and it doesn't matter whether it comes in September or August or November, value's value, and I'm going to jump in and see what's what. And for me, don't kid yourself. See You in Tuscany is one of our best pacers, had a very light year, just because of the way things shook out and the way we staked him. He was too good for the stakes we ended up staking him to, and the better stakes weren't enough. His next stakes, his last race, which are his last race in Ohio, and that will be the Ohio Sire Stakes final. So, and he was bought at the Buckeye, which is later on. We did buy Bay Jewel at this sale, and I know people are going to say, oh, Bay Jewel, who cares? Bay Jewel is going to be a nice horse, don't kid yourself. She might have had some hiccups and some hurdles that she couldn't get over this year. We'll get them over next year, don't worry. She's still got a few starts left in Indiana, then she'll be coming home. So on with the show. I don't know how many babies there are. I'm going to say there's about 100. It's about 140 maybe, something like that. Anyway, the first horse I saw in the sale might not have been the first horse. Let me see. Yeah, the first horse was a muscle mastiff. Now, you guys know we've had 4 muscle mastiffs. I've had 4 muscle mastiffs in my life. Tortola Sunrise was an aged horse when we got him, but a very nice horse for us. Won him 154 a couple of times at Mohawk. Second one we had was a little horse by the name of Lawmaker. And then we had White Tiger and Casanova's Jewel. Now, Casanova's Jewel, obviously nobody can say he's not fast. He is. He had some errors this year, and I think it was just bad timing. 2 of those breaks were literally on the wire. And I told somebody the other day, I said, you know what? They said, oh, you run at the wire. 2 types of horses run at the wire. I'm going to tell you which 2 they are. Horses that aren't 100% sound and are trying as hard as they can and are just trying to get to the wire, and horses that are pigs. They're the only 2 kinds of horses that run at the wire. Because bad horses don't care, and good horses try as hard as they can. And for me, everything I've seen about Casanova's Jewel makes me believe that he's going to be a very good 3-year-old. So, those are the only 4 muscle mastiffs I've ever had in my life. So we're going to continue with that trend, but we are not going to do it with number 80. Just don't like what I see there. Second one is by, I liked the breeding a little bit. It had some money in the back end of the second and third dam. First and second dam, I'm sorry. And it's by a sire named Southwind Wrangler. So Rocky B isn't really a horse that I'm looking at. But again, there's no video. An Amish guy's putting it through. I don't really know the sire that well. Southwind Wrangler. Oh, they have the sires right here. He hasn't really thrown a whole lot. 9 last year. Anyway, if this is the type of horse that looks great, then I'd be willing to bid on him. But for the most part, I think Rocky's going to be on his own come Tuesday morning. Number 82 is the first horse that I like in the sale. Wiggle with Delight. Now, Wiggle with Delight's coming in a Steiner stock farm by Mr. Wiggles. Mr. Wiggles had a fantastic year last year. I don't know how he did this year. I haven't watched the Pacers that close because we just had Tuscany. Now, don't misquote me, because these books are very deceiving sometimes. Unless you look all the pedigree up yourself, what you're left with is, I may make an error. And if it's an error because I've been lied to. So, from what I can see, Wiggle with Delight, this is a first foal from a mare that made 76,000, but did take America 152-2 on a 5/8 mile track, and is by Bettor's Delight. The second dam is the dam of the sire Big Bad John. Very, very good family. Big Bad John himself made $1 million, America 149. Western Artwork 151 on a 5/8 mile track, 280,000 made. I'm Gonna Lie 51-2 on a 5/8, 254 made. There's just a lot of nice horses in this family. So we're going to take a look. Another horse that didn't have a video. I know you watch these, Steiner Stock Farm. Why don't you have videos up on these horses? And it's not this horse. I looked, and maybe their videos are coming later. I don't know. Maybe they're a little late getting them done. But I went to your site. Videos aren't on there. So you're going to have to update those. We're going to take a real close look at Wiggle with Delight. Number 82, the first one in 2019, we are actually going to take a serious look at. Skip over a few pages to number 90. Number 90 is a horse by a sire named Riggins. Now, Reagan, oh, yeah, I like that they have the sires. They used to do this all the time. Riggins had a horse win in 150, made 260. Another one made 213, market 51. Had some decent horses here. Total earnings are just under $2 million, but I don't think Reagan's been a sire for long, but I could be wrong. So I know he doesn't breed a lot of horses, and this is an Indiana eligible. Just so I let you know, we are going to be doing a lot of shopping in Ohio, as always, because we love Ohio, Pennsylvania and Indiana, and Ontario. We live here. So New York, same as last year, until you guys fix your licensing crap, where it costs our clients a fortune to get licensed, and you make it easier for people to get involved. We're just not going to shop that much in New York. It's not worth it. The only reason I do this at all is because we have a lot of New York clients who are saying, hey, you buying any New York horses? Honestly, I'd rather not. I'd rather not. But, customer service being what it is, we will buy a few New York breds, but not a lot. So for me, Ohio, number 1. Pennsylvania, Indiana's close, second and third, and Ontario also right there together. The only reason Ontario is down around the bottom is because they're going to be expensive this year again. You're going to have a lot of overpriced horses selling in Ontario, and we are not about buying overpriced horses. So if we can buy, and I shouldn't say that, we already have 5 Ontario breds sitting in the barn right now, yearlings in our barn. So I'm not going to overpay for horses, and I think people are just going to go crazy for some reason in Ontario this year. So we're going to represent because we live here, but we're not going to go crazy running up payroll, running up bills, buying Ontario breds that are overpriced. If they're priced fairly, or we can steal a couple of them, they're in play. Otherwise, we're going to turn the page. So what we're looking at is number 90, Master Place, Adams Creek Farm. I have no idea what that is. First dam's a little light. One here's got a mark of 52 and 80,000 made. Another one's got 70,000 made. No standouts. Second dam is the dam of Alsace Hanover, 48-3, 1.1 million made. I raced against this horse. He was a beast. And Alad Hanover, decent horse in his own right, coming up on $500,000 made, a mark of 49. Very strong family. When we're shopping, we're looking. Now, I don't know if this is true. Somebody can look this up for me. Somebody said 90% of most everything comes from the maternal side, the mare. I don't know how you get that number. That's got to be subjective. But we're looking at number 90, the Riggins, out of Yankee Ashley, the Western Hanover mare. Specifically looking at the second dam of that family. So that's number 90, Master Place. Pull over one page more, and you will see a horse named I'm a She. This is a full count. Now, full count's held his own, done very well. 5.8 million in earnings that sire's offspring have produced. Showing some very good horses here. 83 winners from 117 starters. 18 with over $100,000 made. Contessa Leah, $300,000. Count Me In, $400,000. He's a decent horse. Decent horses, full count. I haven't had any. I don't even think I've driven any, but I've seen these horses' videos, and they look like they move well. They look very fluid. It'll come down to conformation and size, and obviously what the price is going to be. But I'm a She is in play. This is a first foal. Again, I could be wrong. According to this page, the mother had a mark of $154,000 and $160,000 made by Great George II. Second dam is the dam of Action Broadway, and I could read you a book of what Action Broadway did when Action Broadway was racing. Kenzon Levesque is also in there. My buddy owned that horse at one time. He wasn't a good horse at all, but Action Broadway certainly was. So number 91, 100% in play also. Again, all about value, all about cost. We'll go down to number 93, Excellent Nation. We Will See. Now, We Will See is not going to be regarded high in Ohio. We have two. See you in Tuscany. Real Willie. Both horses that are very fast and like their work. Didn't train down great and fooled us. Both of them. Both of them fooled us. But both very, very nice horses. Barley Nation, 52 on a 5/8 mile track. $80,000 made by Charlie Barley. Nationalized Western Nation. No standouts on the first dam, but again, jump down to that second dam. All-American Native and All-American Natty are both in there. Both killers. Both really, really good horses. So again, it'll come down to how this horse looks when we go and look at it, and price. But Excellent Nation is another horse we're going to be looking at. Skip over 4 pages. Number 97. You're going to look at this horse and say, why? I saw this horse's video, and I'm a horseman, and I like to look at the videos also. And I wasn't looking at this horse. I put in the video. I put in the number by accident, and the video come up, and then I went back and looked at the horse. This is a horse by Big Rigs. Big Rigs has not a whole lot. Big Rigs has not been a very good sire, even though he was a very good horse. Took a mark of 152 on a 5/8 mile track himself as a racehorse, and made lots of money, $662,000. But he's only sired, doesn't say, oh yeah, 29 foals, 10 winners, 18 stars. Nothing really stands out, except for the way this filly moves. And if she looks in person as well as she did in her video, I'd be interested in maybe having a little look-see at Big Touched, number 97. She's a Big Rigs. There's a $300,000 winner, a mark of 53 in the front end. Another 54 winner on a 5/8, $337,000 on the front end. Second dam is another made $244 and $72,000. $244,000. 69 wins this horse in the second dam has had. This Sands Hot. Wow. It's a lot of wins. Gotta love winners. So, 97, not a horse that's going to jump off anybody's page. Not a horse that a lot of people are going to look at, but I am not a lot of people, and I'm going to look at this horse. Now, the next horse we're going to talk about is the next horse in the ring, number 98. And I think everybody going to the sale with any inclination to buy a yearling is going to stop by and take a look at this horse. I have no idea why this horse is in the sale. Not really sure why. This is a horse that I saw this video, and it's hard to tell. It's a video. Looks like this horse got a little hernia underneath its belly, which, don't be too concerned. Springbridge Proud had a big hernia also that we had fixed. It's hard to tell. Again, it's a video, but it looked like this horse had a hernia. So, maybe that's why it's in the sale. I don't know. We're going to have to get an update and get a look at this horse. Maybe it stands bad. I have no idea. If this horse stands correct, and even as remotely as big as it looks in the video, this horse is the first horse that we should buy. We should buy in 2018. This is a Rockin' Amadeus. Rockin' Amadeus was a fantastic horse. Didn't have a great first year, which is good for us. Rockin' Amadeus was a fantastic horse himself. Made $730,000, a mark of 48 as a 4-year-old, 49 as a 3-year-old, 51 and 2 as a 2-year-old. So Rockin' Amadeus was a good horse. This is a half-sister to Evening of Pleasure. Evening of Pleasure, multiple 148 winner, probably over $1 million in earnings now. Outside Evening of Pleasure now, there's not a ton in this family. A couple made $400,000, $300,000. And the second dam is the dam of Armborough Romance, who won a 149, 15 wins and $800,000 made. I don't know why this horse is in this sale. I don't know why it wouldn't be in the select now. It's owned, consigned by Wilker Family Farms, and his name is W.F. Ella. I don't know who Mr. and Mrs. Wilker is, but this is a well-bred horse. You may know the mare also, Armbro Moore, who threw a lot of very, very nice horses. So, I'll say it again, I'm not really sure why it's here, but if this horse looks how it appears on paper it does and how it looked on the video, if this horse stands correct and doesn't have any issues to speak of, this should be TheStable.ca's first horse of 2018. Now, it likely won't because we have other horses here, but as far as interesting bred, strong breeding, I think W.F. Ella is a horse that we should definitely be looking at, and I'd be interested to see who wants to jump in on this horse with me, because I think this is a good looking horse. Video looks good, page looks good. Just have to go look at Ella in person and we'll know more. Next horse is two more later, Call to Reserve. Now another full count. I'll give you the scoop on this horse. I loved his video, but he does look small. Looks like a small horse. First foal, again, unless I'm mistaken, this is a first foal. Second and third dams are, second dam is okay, has one that made 200,000. Third dam is a dam of Alley Hall and Amigo Hall. Alley Hall, not only a great race mare, threw a lot of very, very good horses. So, another little full count horse that we're looking at. Don't really have anything bad to say about full count. I don't really know much about them. But this is a sharp looking little horse, and if he's too small, he's too small. But we'll have to go look at him in person. All the way over to 116, number 116 in your programs, excuse me, is an Indiana eligible by Bluto. People were buying the Blutos last year in Indiana, and it doesn't look like Bluto did much. He went in 152 and a 5/8, made 400,000 himself. Sire of 34, 2 from 19 were winners. Not a great start, Bluto. You're gonna have to pull up your pants. But make no mistake, you have Chirita, 52, and 1 is a, I don't know, 4-year-old, I guess. 53 is a 3-year-old, 52 is a 4-year-old, must have been 52, and 1 is a 4-year-old. And Chirita amassed $853,260 by Arizum Lindy. What the hell is an Arizum Lindy? Arizum Lindy. Anyway, the Swan for All brother or sister, second in Indiana Fairs this year. The Uncle Peter did not race yet. Third dam, so this is a first foal out of a sister to Stonebridge Valere. And the third dam is a dam of Stonebridge Diablo, Stonebridge Diva. Good horses. So, we have a Bluto, unproven sire. Wouldn't say he's on the top of everybody's list right now. We have a Bluto out of a first time, so this is a first foal out of, or by Bluto, out of an Arizum Lindy mare, Chirita. So, or Chupita, who's the brother, what the hell am I doing? Chupita, who's a brother to Chirita, who went in 52 and made 153,000. Both are by Arizum Lindy. I don't know what an Arizum Lindy is. I have no idea at all. But, this is the type of pedigree that we look for. First time sire or aspiring sire, if you will. This is only his second tour. First foal, strong family. These are our horses. These are the ones that, these are our bread and butter, if you will. So number 6, Rum Chatta, is a horse we are going to be taking, I am going to be taking a look at. All the way over to number 135. 135. This is an Indiana and Iowa. Indiana and Iowa. I said Iowa. Iowa eligible by Hypnotic Blue Chip. Hypnotic Blue Chip was such a nice horse. 1.8 million made, 147 and 2. How many do you have raced last year? 13 winners from 35 starters, only 2 over 100,000. It's a tough program in Indiana, though. This is a Hypnotic Blue Chip filly. Have not seen the film on this filly. I would like to see some size. First dam, they have a horse that went in 49 and a half on a 5/8 mile track, made $500,000. A Village Jolt that made 185,000. A Major Unearth that made 73,000. Just a decent family. Wouldn't say this horse jumps off the page at me, but I am interested to see what the Hypnotic blue chips look like. I saw a couple last year. I thought they were small. If this Indiana/Iowa eligible filly is a big filly, she might be worth having a look at. Obviously, when you have a sister with a mark of 149 and 4.5 million made, might be worth having a little look at. So SB Elijah J from Stonebridge Farms, hip number 135, is a horse we are also looking at. Skip over another 10 pages. We go to hip number 147, Artspeak. I didn't see any Artspeaks this year, so this must be the first crop of Artspeak. Artspeak out of the Ruddock Stables. Now, just so you know, the Ruddock Stables, I believe, are consigners on this horse, but they are the stable that we bought Swandre the Giant from. So this is an Artspeak colt out of La Crema, who only made $3,500 as a mare. Her claim to fame is she is a sister to the mother of Androvet. Now, I would tell you who else is out of Androvet's family, but Androvet takes up so much of the page, there just isn't any way to tell you. So this is an Artspeak filly. It's Pennsylvania and Kentucky eligible. So that's always a bonus also when you have that dual eligible. We're going through right now. We're going through that with Twinsburg. That's why I'm going to the Red Mile in Kentucky on Sunday to race Twinsburg. If everything goes our way, she will hopefully make the final in Ohio and the final in Kentucky, which will be really neat. So number 147 is Cabernet Artspeak. 153 is an Uncle Peter. Well, you knew we couldn't get through an entire Ohio sale catalog without running into a bunch of Uncle Peters. Now, I'll be very honest with you. This Uncle Peter is out of this is a very strong family. If Halls could talk, let's talk about me. Armbro Marshall. You see this a lot through a lot of these trotting breeds. You see them all the time. Now, this horse is a 2-year-old sister, but it's by DeJarmbro. Just so you know, I don't mean to run down anybody's sire at all. I'm sure there's been a lot of nice DeJarmbros, but there won't be any more coming through our barn. The ones we had seemed to try, but interfered quite a bit, got out of gear quite a bit, had some issues with soundness. Then you had Curious Winter, who's a DeJarmbro, decided he wanted to smash a bunch of jog carts this winter. Just not a whole lot of things, not a lot I like about DeJarmbro, so I think we're going to steer clear of the DeJarmbros this year. And this one had a sister by DeJarmbro, Jenny's Lucky Day, who did not race. Second dam, though, is a dam if Halls could talk. Let's talk about me. Third dam is that great Armbro Marshall breed. You see that a lot in a lot of these trotting breeds. You'll see that show up all the time. Harrisburg and Lexington, all the sales. You'll see Armbro Marshall will pop up a lot. So will if Halls can talk. That family's very strong. That's a Wellwood, the Wellwoods breeding side, I believe. So this is an Uncle Peter colt. Really nice video. An Uncle Peter colt from Winterwood Farm. His name is Talking Peter. Number 156, Ailsund, another Uncle Peter. I did not see the video of this because there is not a video of this. I saw pictures of the horse on the website, Steiner Stock Farm, and looked like a nice horse, but obviously I want to see this horse in person. I can't tell you much more than I see on the program. This horse is out of an okay mare. Second foal, according to this. There could have been more, though. Credit winner now, too, in racing. The second dam, though, is the dam of Montcherie Hall, who had a mark of 151 and 4. It was a Dewey Cheatham and Howe, made $700,000. Madam Hall, another Dewey, $352,000. So decent family. I'm gonna defer any interest in this horse until I see it in person, but a very interesting one nonetheless. Number 156, and the last one we're going to be looking at in the sale is number 170. Number 170 from Spring Haven Farm. This is what's this guy doing? Number 170 is a man of many missions, out of Northern Lucy, who's by Federal Flex, who did not turn out to be a great sire so far, but is the second dam is Flame Tamer, who is a fantastic horse, 56-1 at Mohawk, $321,000 made. Was the dam of Northern Spark, Northern Bullet, Northern Inferno. Just great horses, a strong family, strong bloodline here on the second dam side. First foal out of Northern Lucy by Man of Many Missions. We are going to pick up a lot of Man of Many Missions this year, and you'll ask why? Because other people won't. That's why. They're a little difficult. Keep in mind, Yes is a man of many missions. We had a lot of luck. Zeppelin B last year. He didn't show up this year, Zeppy, but was a good colt for us last year. Won an Ohio Sire Stakes, won a 158 at Northfield's half-mile track. And Yes, this year, I know we had a bunch of them. I can't remember all of them. But Yes, for sure, is one of them. So for me, I'm looking at a well-bred horse, first foal by Man of Many Missions. Man of Many Missions are going to be affordable this year, with Uncle Peter probably taking the lion's share of bidding money in Ohio this year. And there's some other sires in Ohio also that people will be looking at. I just don't see Man of Many Missions taking a very large share of the bidding in 2018. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not, because I rather like them. They make very good, very tough racehorses, and that's what we're looking for. So again, we're trying to put together did you ever see the movie Moneyball? The Oakland A's, Billy Bean. So we're trying to look for ways in. You know, we're not going to be buying horses in the mainstream fashion where I just call up a bunch of owners and put together a bunch of money and throw it around. We're trying to buy horses for less than what we think they're worth. Now, the only way we don't do that is if I don't do my job, if I'm wrong, and the horses aren't worth what I think they are, or, you just have bad racing luck. So for me, we're going to price these horses same way we did last year. We're going to go out and buy them same way we did last year, with the same philosophy that we used last year. And we're going to hope to have some good luck. And this is the first sale of the year. We have 13 horses on this list. My top 5 in no particular order. Well, I guess numerical order. Number 91, I'm a She. Number 97, Big Touch. Number 98, WF Ella. I do have interest in WF Ella, especially. I am going to be sending out some emails to some of our clients asking if they'd like to be involved with WF Ella for a number of reasons. One, we love what we've been doing in Ohio. This is an Ohio-bred, first Ohio crop of Rock and Amadeus, out of an extremely strong mare. Even in a Pleasure and a couple other ones are in there. If this horse looks as good in person, conformationally speaking, and size, and just if it's a good looking individual, then I'd be very interested in purchasing this horse in particular. That's number 98, WF Ella. Number 116, Rum Chata. We talked about this horse. I really, really like this horse also. And then we'll swing down to the Uncle Peter, Talking Peter, of the Uncle Peters in the sale. I believe Talking Peter may be the one we can pick up. A little light on the front end, but a little light on the front end. But as I said, that bloodline that you see in all the sales, that drops back to the third dam with Armbro Marshall in it. You see that everywhere. And for me, you can't hide from breeding. Not all the time, anyway. So I think that number 153 is worth a look also. So there's my top 5. There's 13 we're going to be looking at. I don't think you're going to have any surprises out of this sale. I don't think we're going to color outside the lines. Maybe 1 or 2 other ones we'll look at if they catch our eye. But for the most part, 13 we're looking at, 5 in particular. And I'm interested to hear your feedback on that also. So that is Tuesday's Ohio Mix Sale. I am going to be there. I'm going to be going from Kentucky to Ohio. Tuesday morning, I got to train some horses quick at Scioto. Then we're going to the sale. Then we're racing. Racing after that in Scioto. We have the 3-hole with West 52nd. I believe the rail with Yes. And we talked about giving the week off to Oso Pine. He scoped sick after his qualifier. He had a little blood there also. And also See You in Tuscany skipped for the same reasons from going to Northfield. I was never going to take this horse to Northfield anyway, though. He doesn't get around a half-mile track that well. I know we trained down on a half, and I know he won at Northfield. But if you watch the race, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So that is the Ohio sale. That's what we're up to. That's what we're going to be doing over the next 5 days. I finished this sale. I'm going to be moving on to those 2. Monday, as soon as we get back from Kentucky, Sunday night, Monday morning, we're going to get up, do some work at the barn. I'm going to help the boys out at the barn in Ohio. Then we're going to slide down to the sale and see if we can't take a look at some of these yearlings and then potentially buy them on Tuesday. So there you have it. That is how we're going to do the format this year. I think for now, if you have any ideas also which would be better for you, the clients, let me know, because I think giving you this video 5 days out, you might say, well, other people are going to see it. Maybe they bid against you. Doesn't really matter. we're going to put hard lines on these horses, and we're not going to go over them. As I said last year, the only horse I went over my hard line for last year that I can think of was West 52nd, and I'm very happy with the fact that I did that. So let me know if you have any ideas or what you think. If you have any interest in these 5 horses or any of the other 8 that I'll be looking at, make no mistake, let me know, because I want to have the confidence we can buy these horses and have people buy them. I want to know who my partners are going to be on these horses, and I want to give you the preference of buying into them first. You know, if I'm telling you that I think 98's a really nice horse and it might go for X, and we get it for much less, you will have first dibs of buying shares up in that horse. It's the only fair way to do it. So, thank you very much. It's been 40 minutes of your time, and I think I gave a complete overview of what we're going to be doing Tuesday at the Ohio Mixed Sale in Ohio. Anyway, talk to you soon. I'm sure I'm going to be doing, I'll have to do my other videos tomorrow, giving you updates on all our horses. This will be our first sale overview of 2018. Take care.